Hello friends, in the playlist of Discovering Statistics Using Jamovi. Today I will cover the topic 2 independent samples t-test. In this topic I will tell you assumptions to independent sample t-test, how to make decisions, how to report the finding, and we will discuss about Welch t-test. Independent sample t-test is also known as independent t-test, independent measure t-test, between subject t-test, unpaired t-test, and it is also known as students t-test. A test was organized in a class. I would like to check, is there significant difference between marks of boys and girls? Take a sample from boys group and take a sample from girls group. Here, to check the significant difference, we will apply 2 independent samples t-test. The independent samples t-test is used to determine if a difference exists between the means of 2 independent groups on a continuous dependent variable. As in our case, marks is dependent variable and it is on continuous scale. More specifically, it will let you determine whether the difference between these 2 groups is statistically significant. Our working statement is, students were asked to report their marks and gender. Suppose we want to know the marks are different for male and female students. Here we have 2 variables. Variable 1 marks is on ratio scale. Variable 2 gender is on nominal scale, and in categories are male and female. Friends, if you would like to know more about scales, you can check my video research variables and its measurement. How to write hypothesis? H0 null hypothesis. Mu1 means population mean of group 1 is equal to mu2 population mean of second group. The 2 population means are equal. Alternate hypothesis, mu1 is not equal to mu2, the 2 populations means are not equal. Mu1 and mu2 are the populations mean for group 1 and group 2. Or we can write like this, mu1 minus mu2 is equal to 0. Means these are equal. Same thing. The difference between the 2 population mean is equal to 0, or we alternate hypothesis, mu1 minus mu2 is not equal to 0. The difference between the 2 population mean is not 0, means something else. The hypothesis, for example, can be expressed as null hypothesis. Mu male means mean of male group minus mean of female group is equal to 0. The difference of means is equal to 0. Alternate hypothesis, mean of male group, mu male minus mu female is not equal to 0. The difference of means is not equal to 0. We already discussed mu male and mu female are the mean marks of male and female respectively. Assumptions to 2 independent sample t-tests. There are some assumptions which we have to check. First assumption, 1 dependent variable is measured at continuous level. As in our example, marks are dependent variable and it is on continuous level. 1 independent variable that consists 2 categorical independent group. In our sample, in our problem, male and female are 2 independent group. These are categorical variable. Independence of observation means all the observation are independent, they are not related to each other. Yes, our data set is fulfilling this assumption. Fourth assumption, there should be no significant outliers in the 2 groups of your independent variable in the terms of dependent variable. Friends, Please note down. When you are going to check about the outliers, you have to check the outliers for each group, not combined. Your dependent variable should be approximately normally distributed for each group. Same here. When we check normality about our data, we will check for each group, for male as separately and for female separately. Homogeneity of variances means the variances approximately equal across groups. Determining if your data has outliers for both group means male and female of independent variable. If there are any scores that are unusual for the group, in that their value is extremely small or large compared to the other score, these scores are called outliers. Friends, let's check using Jamovi. Our file is 2 independent sample t-test. This is the file. We will check outliers. To check outlier, analysis tab, exploration, click on descriptive, shift the marks variable into variables box and gender into split by. Now we have to prepare box plot to check the outlier. Click on plots. In plots, there is the option box plot. Check this box. Let's check in output region. Jamovi is preparing box plot for us. Let's wait. Yes, box plots are ready. You can see box plot. It is taking some time. Meanwhile, we can check descriptive. Male 34, female 49. Mean of male 22.79 and of female 20.47. Minimum marks in male group 17 and in female group 15 and maximum are 28 and 26 respectively. It is taking some time. Yes, box plot are ready. Box plot are ready for male and female separately. There is no outlier in our data set for male and female. Let's go to our slides. Yes, here we can check. I have pasted this box plot from my Jamovi output here. Yes, we can check. We have checked outliers for male and female separately. Our next assumption, normality testing. Normality is not checked on the whole data set. It is checked for each group. Let's check using Jamovi. In the same file, 2 independent sample t-test, when we have to check normality for this exploration, descriptive, we will shift the marks into variable box and gender into split by. Here we have option in statistic. Click on normality test. Normality test, there is Shapiro-Wilk. Click on it and we don't need median, minimum and maximum. Let's check about normality. Normality is unchecked. Yes, normality is there. You can see in output. Here you can check Shapiro-Wilk. P, because our sample size is less than 50 for male and female. When our values, P value is more than 0.05, it means normality is assumed. I have pasted this, copied down these values in my slides also. Yes, you can check male 34, female 49, mean and of male and female and Shapiro-Wilk. The criteria is to meet the normality assumption, the value should be greater than 0.05. Next assumption, homogeneity of variance. Friends, to get understand the assumption of homogeneity of variance, I have a small file. File name, marks homogeneity of variance. 5 applicants took an IQ test as a part of job application. Their score on 3 IQ components. 3 tests has been given: IQ verbal, IQ math, IQ social. There were 5 students only: Rima, Tina, Hina, Seema, Leena. We can write as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. Their marks were in IQ verbal 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. In this we can check 80, 90, 110, 110, 100, 110, 120. In social 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Let's check, let's discuss about the homogeneity of variance. Variance means standard deviation square. A standard deviation is a number that tells us to what extent is a set of number lie apart. A standard deviation can range from 0 to infinity. When we calculate standard deviation of a data set, the answer may come between 0 to infinity. 0 means that a list of number that are all are equal. If our values, all values are equal, you can check, you can calculate, standard deviation will come 0. Means they do not lie apart to any extent at all. Check the variance in output. Let's check using Jamovi. I will open the file, homogeneity of variance. Here is my file, marks for homogeneity variance, same data. Here I will show you, demonstrate you how to calculate standard deviation and variance. In analysis, in exploration, click on descriptive. In descriptive, we will shift our 3 variables, all the 3 variables into variables box. Now click on variance and standard deviation. We will check in our output region. In output region, Jamovi is preparing, calculating descriptive for us. N, missing, mean, median, standard deviation. Standard deviation is 7.91 for first paper, 15.81 for IQ math and 31.62 for social. Variance, you can check. Variance and standard deviation is different for the whole group. It depends on the value of data. Friends, our assumption for parametric test, 2 independent sample t-test, assumption is the homogeneity of variance, means variance should be equal for each group. How to check? Is there significant difference between all the 3 variants or not? We will use a test. Friends, I have prepared a diagram, a histogram for it. For first paper, IQ verbal, standard deviation. When standard deviation is low, the spread is low. When the standard deviation is increasing, spread is also increasing. Here you can check also, standard deviation is very high. The spread, variance, the scatteredness between the data is also high. Friends, I was discussing about the test. How to check in our data set when we have a large file. To check the homogeneity of variance or equality of variance, we apply Levin's test. For this, we will take hypothesis. The hypothesis for Levin test are null hypothesis, variance of group 1 minus variance of group 2 is equal to 0, means there is no difference between the variances of 2 groups. There is no significant difference between the population variance of group 1 and group 2. Alternate hypothesis, variance of group 1 minus variance of group 2 is not equal to 0. There is significant difference between the population variance of group 1 and group 2. Let's check the homogeneity of variance for our data set. File 2 independent sample t-test, homogeneity 2 independent sample t-test. Here I will open this file. To check the homogeneity of variance, test of equality of variance, click on analysis. In analysis, t-test in t-test, independent sample t-test. Here we can check independent samples t-test. Here we will shift the marks into dependent variables and gender into grouping variable. We will calculate rest of value later. Only I am checking assumptions check. Here you can check equality of variances. Click on equality of variances. We can check the output in our output region. In output region, file is getting ready. Here you can check assumption, test of equality of variances, Leven's test. This is the p-value. We will check this value. Our criteria is this value should be greater than 0.05. Yes, this value is greater than 0.05 means our assumption of homogeneity of variance is fulfilled. In this way, our three assumption, there is no outlier and normality test assumption is also fulfilled. Homogeneity of variances or equality of variance assumption is also fulfilled. Now we are ready to, or we can move to apply t-test. To apply t-test, we will click on analysis. In analysis t-test, independent sample t-test. Now to applying t-test, shift the variables accordingly, marks to dependent variables and gender to grouping variable. Now I will click the mean differences, effect size, confidence interval, descriptive, and we have already checked about normality. And because it two independents, in this case when we use normality here, it gives whole data normality, but we need normality group wise, and we have already checked the box. We have also did this work, equality of variances. In this way, friends, in output region, file is ready. This is the main output and this is our descriptive. Friends, I have copied this data to my slides. I will show you there. Yes, homogeneity variance. This assumption has been met because our value is greater than 0.05. Friends, this is test statistics. If we perform this test manually, we perform this test manually, t is equal to x bar 1 means mean of group 1 minus mean of group 2, and this is pooled standard deviation, and the formula for pooled standard deviation is given. You can check the details of all values here. N1 number of group 1 items in the group 1, N2 number of items in group 2. Descriptive, male, female, N number of item 34 in female group, in female group 49. Mean, median, standard deviation. Here we need only mean and standard deviation. Decision rule. How to select or reject or accept the null hypothesis. The rule is calculated value of test statistics is greater than or equal to table value. Null hypothesis is rejected. If we use p-value, compare p-value with alpha. If p-value, software generated p-value is less than or equal to alpha, then null hypothesis is rejected. Friends, this is our output. We have copied down from Jamovi. This is test statistics. If we perform this test manually, this is degree of freedom. This is software generated p-value. These values are confidence interval lower and upper. Degree of freedom can be calculated for two independent sample t-tests. Formula for degree of freedom is n1 plus n2 minus 2. n1 34, n2 49 minus 2. Degree for freedom is 81. We will compare this value with table value. You can check the table value given in the appendix of your books or on the internet also. Table value is 1.960. If this value, calculated value, is greater than table value, our null hypothesis is rejected. Second criteria, second method, compare this value with level of significance. In our case, level of significance is 0.05. If p-value is low compared to level of significance, we will reject the null hypothesis. And on the basis of confidence interval, if 0 does not lie between these limits, null hypothesis rejected. Friends, all the three methods, if we use table value and calculated value, p-value and level of significance or confidence interval, we are getting the same result, and it should be. This is the table value. I have taken this table value from here, 1.96 for two tails test, t-test. Computing the confidence interval for a difference between two means. If you would like to know how to calculate confidence interval, there are two options. When n1 is greater than 30 and n2 is also greater than 30, we can use Z table to check this table value, where here we will use Z table. X bar 1 minus x bar 2 plus minus Z critical value, pooled standard deviation, under root 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. Use Z table for standard normal distribution. If your values are n1 is less than 30, n2 is less than 30, use T table. In T table, you check according to degree of freedom n1 plus n2 minus 2, you will check this value, T value, to calculate the confidence interval. Pooled standard deviation, formula for pooled standard deviation, n1 minus 1 into standard deviation of first group का square plus n2 minus 1 standard deviation of second group का square upon n1 plus n2 minus 2, then under root. These formulas assume equal variability in two populations. Friends, when your assumption of homogeneity of variance is fulfilled, in this case only we will use this formula. Computing the confidence interval for difference between two means, in our example, we get this value 1.084 and 3.565. How to get this value? This is our descriptive n, mean and standard deviation. Using these values, because our sample size are more than 30 and n1 is more than 30 and n2 is more than 30, we will here use Z table. For this, we need pooled standard deviation. This is the formula for pooled standard deviation. By using the value, I get the value for pooled standard deviation is 2.792. Friends, to get this value, exact value, because software use the exact value to calculate the confidence interval, I have checked this value in Excel by using the formula TINV. 0.05 means probability, level of significance. In 81 is degree of freedom. By using these values, I got 1.989686. Now, to calculate the confidence interval, x bar minus x bar 1 minus x bar 2 means these values 22.794, 20.469. I have used these values and Z value and this pool standard deviation, and I have put the value n1, n2. In this way, I find this value 1.084 and 3.565. In this way, we can calculate confidence interval for a difference between two means. By default, we have already checked. Jamovi used 95% interval. You can change your level of confidence, level of significance. This equates to declaring statistical significance at p less than 0.05 level. If you wish to change this, you can enter any value between 1 to 99. Friends, if you would like to work at 5%, if you would like to 1%, if you would like to do work at 10%, then you can change this value accordingly. Decision and conclusion till now, we can reject the null hypothesis I have shown you earlier and conclude that mean marks of male and female is significantly different because we have rejected the null hypothesis. Our null hypothesis was the mean marks of male and mean marks of female are same, but it has been rejected, means their difference exists. If difference exists, but what about differences of what size? Difference is large, difference is small, difference is medium. To check the size of difference, we will calculate effect size. The independent sample t-test as a null hypothesis significant test informs you whether the differences between group means are real, that is different in population. The test only tells us about the difference, but it does not inform you the size of difference. To try to overcome this limitation, an effect size can be calculated. Effect size allows to measure the magnitude of mean differences. This is usually calculated after rejecting the null hypothesis. If your conclusion tells you difference exists, only in that case we will calculate the effect size. Otherwise, if difference does not exist, there is no need to calculate effect size. To calculate the effect size, formula, standard deviation pooled standard deviation. We have used this formula earlier. And D means effect size. Mean of group 1 and mean of group 2 upon pooled standard deviation. For this, I have already discussed. Note that the above calculation is only appropriate when you have homogeneity of variances because it uses the pooled variances. This formula is used for only pooled variances. Now, how to calculate this Cohen D? Cohen D value depends on our descriptive. Descriptive N34 for first group, 49 for second group. These are the mean value. This is standard deviation. We have already calculated standard deviation pooled. We get the value 2.792 and D is mean of these two groups upon pooled standard deviation. Ignore plus minus sign. In this way, we can calculate Cohen's D value effect size. This is the criteria. If your value is less than 0.2, difference is small. Between 0.2 and 0.5, difference is medium. 0.5 to 0.8, difference is large. If your value is greater than 0.8, difference is very large. Reporting. How will report our finding? These are two main tables. How we will report? An independent sample t-test was run to determine if there were differences in marks between male and female students. The marks were found more. Yes, marks were found more. For the male group 22.794, for the female group 20.469. Yes, the marks were found more for the male student. This is the mean and standard deviation of male group, and this is the mean and standard deviation of female group. You can check from here also. A statistical significant difference of 2.325. Yes, mean difference is 2.325. 95% confidence interval 1.084 to 3.565. You can check this value here. T, here this is degree of freedom 81. You can check from here. I have already told you how to calculate degree of freedom. And this is the test statistics manual value of T. P, software generated value. P is less than 0.01 and represented a very large effect size. Size D is equal to 0.832. In this way, we will report our findings. Friends, till now we have discussed when the variance of two groups are equal If the variance of two groups are being compared are different, means they are not equal, it is possible to use Welch t-test and adaptation and extra calculations, we can say, and adaptation of the student t-test. Equal variance not assumed, our formula will be changed. In this case, formula for the degree of freedom will also be changed. You can check from here. Note that Welch t-test is considered as a safer one. Usually the results of classical t-test and Welch t-test are very similar unless both the group sizes and the standard deviation are different. Sample size and unbalanced design means if you are approximately same number of participants, means in two groups. If you are approximately, I am not here discussing about exact, approximately same number of participants in each group, you have what is called balanced design. Alternately, if the sample size are not the same in all groups, you have an unbalanced design. How to decide it is a balanced design or unbalanced design? Check the ratio of number of the items of two groups. It should be 1.5 to 1 is to 1 at worst, means not less than 8. Calculate check the number of first group, check the number of second group and divide this number each other. If your ratio is more than this, then you can say you have a balanced design. If you have a unbalanced design, if it is not too late, try to get your group sample size as equal as possible. Collect some data for small group. If it is not possible, try to randomly sample the larger group. Means select some data from large group to make equal to the small group to get approximately same sample size. Last option is to, if it is not possible, the earlier two option is not possible, then apply Welch t-test. Here in Jamovi we have the option to perform Welch t-test. When you have an unbalanced design, unequal group sizes, the difference in the sample size are not unsubstantial. It is recommended to use Welch t-test said by Howells in 2010. Let's perform Welch test using Jamovi. Friends, I have a file to demonstrate what is the difference between student t-test and Welch t-test. Friends, here I have prepared some data deliberately to show you level of to check the homogeneity variance. Homogeneity variance is assumption is fulfilled and homogeneity variance assumption is not fulfilled. Friends, let's check. Here I have marks of case 1. Case 1, this is a group of case 1 and this is marks of case 2 and this is the marks of case 3. I will demonstrate with all three cases to perform t-test analysis, t-test, independent sample t-test. In independent sample t-test, I am working here with group 1. For group 1, let's check. Jamovi is taking some time. Yes, marks case 1 to dependent variable shifted and group case 1 we will shift it to grouping variable 2. Here we have to check mean difference, effect size, confidence interval. Friends, keep in mind we have to check the outlier and normality assumption first. Friends, I am not demonstrating to you to check the outliers and normality assumption. We are focusing here, highlighting here only on the assumption equality of variances. I am taking assumption. You are supposed to check your two assumption, outliers and normality assumption. Click on this arrow. Let's check. Yes. In test of equality of variances, this value is greater than 0.05, means our assumption of homogeneity variance is fulfilled. In this case, we can apply student t-test. Let's check. For second group, For second group, in this case, send back this variable, and group case 1 also send this back. Now marks case 2 dependent variable and groups case 2 to grouping variable. Same option I will click. Now check the output. For marks case 2, you can check p value is less than 0.05, means our assumption test of equality of variance has been failed. So we will not read these values. Here we will apply Welch test. Where is Welch test? In the same box you can check the box Welch. Welch test. Now we will check in output. In the same output you can check these are the value for Welch test. Now we will read these values of Welch t-test in the case of when our equality of variance of assumption is not fulfilled. Same case for same steps for the case 3. Send back this variable and grouping variable 2. Now we will check for marks case 3 to dependent variable and group case 3 to grouping variable. Now I am clicking all these options all together. I know because I have prepared the file, I have deliberately prepared this file to show you when to use Welch test. Friends, you can check here equality variance. The p value is less than 0.06, means it is less than 0.05, means your assumption of test of equality of variance is not met. It is failed. Now in this case we will not read the values of student t-test. Here we will check the value of Welch t-test. In this way I have demonstrated, I have shown you what is two independent sample t-test, how to write hypothesis, how to perform the test, how to make conclusions, how to report the findings, and what is Welch test and when we should apply Welch t-test. I hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you, my friends.